Hello everyone, welcome to another video. It is me, Desiree, and it is time for fails. These were some products that just did not work out for me this month. One of them I just hated. I was angry all evening about it. I wouldn't stop talking about it to my boyfriend. It was a whole thing. But I tried a few things this month that just didn't work for one reason or another, and I'm just gonna share them with you. So the first one is kind of disappointing because I feel like there was a time when I loved this a lot. And it is the Fenty Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Bronzer in the shade Macchiato. So I shopped my stash for this month, and I was really excited to use it because I hadn't used it in a while. And I remember really liking this. I remember I was really in love with the Tarte Breezy Cream Bronzer at the time, and when this came out, I bought it and I loved it so much. I loved it more than the Tarte one, and I actually felt guilty about it for some reason. But I pulled it out again to use this month, and I don't think I like this at all. So there's something about the texture. It does feel very creamy, but it almost has like a gel kind of quality to it. It's very interesting. But more than the texture, it's the tone. The color of this just does not work for me. And I used to love it. And for some reason, like even just seeing it on my hand there, I'm like, that's gonna work for me. But as I blend it out, like in a concentrated swatch, it looks like a nice color. But as I blend it out, it has a very like yellow tone to it, like a little bit of a mustard color, and it does not work for me at all. The other bronzer that I tried that had this really mustardy color to it was in one of the Milani face palettes. There's a bronzer in one of those that was not for me. I didn't like it at all. And this reminds me of just like a gel cream version of that. It's just a little yellow and mustardy. The texture is kind of odd, like the gel texture. I don't know what it is, because I used to love this, but I think now that I found other cream bronzers that I really love, this just doesn't live up to that, and I'm going to declutter it at the end of the month. I gotta talk about it in my Shop My Stash recap video, but I'm gonna let this one go. So sad, because I thought I used to love that. Thought I used to love that. Thought I used to love that. Is that a sentence that I just said? Anyway, let's move on. So I have been on a quest to find the cheapest lower lash mascara that I can find that will work, that will not smudge or smear or do anything down here. But I want it to be the cheapest one possible. I don't know why, I just thought it'd be fun to look for one. And the cheapest one that we sold at my work was the Wet n Wild Mega Volume Waterproof Mascara. And I thought, how bad could it be? But this is not waterproof in any sense of the word. I could not believe what a mess this mascara made. And the first time I wore it to work. And maybe mid-morning-ish, I went to the bathroom, and when I was washing my hands, I looked up in the mirror, and I was horrified at what my mascara looked like. And I was like, how many people did I talk to today? How many customers did I interact with? The pharmacy manager, I talked to her, and I was like, I had this mascara all over my face. So it looks fine. Like, it's just a big, you know, mascara wand. The formula was fine. I use it on my lower lashes. The mascara, somehow, I looked like Benji Madden when Good Charlotte was doing the mascara all over his face. I don't know how streaks showed up, but it was all the way down here. I was horrified, and I was like, oh my goodness gracious. So I had to fix it. Luckily, I got my emergency makeup box in my locker, so I was able to clean it up, but I couldn't believe that this just made such a weird streaky mess on my face. I wore it again the next day because I thought maybe it was a fluke. Maybe it was an extra sweaty day or something. I wore this on my upper lashes as well. It doesn't do much for the upper lashes. I think it's just because this wand has too many gaps in between. Like, it's a spiral kind of brush, and it has too many gaps in between the bristles, so it doesn't do a lot for the lashes. It makes a mess. I cannot believe they're selling this mascara and acting like it's waterproof. No, this is one of the worst mascaras I've ever used. I cannot believe what a mess it made. I can't believe it was all the way down here in my cheeks. It was wild. No, that mascara made me so mad. Okay, the next product that didn't work out for me this month is the Olay Regenerist Vitamin C Peptide Moisturizer. So one of my coworkers gave me this. She got it for free from the brand. And she doesn't like vitamin C. She said it really irritates her skin. And I was like, oh, I love vitamin C. And I've used the Olay Peptide Moisturizer up previously. Like, I think it was either this year or last year I finished it up. It was fine. But I knew it would be fine. I was like, oh, it's a nice texture. I already know I like the Peptide Moisturizer. It feels really good on the skin. But this moisturizer, I don't know what it is in here. Maybe it's the vitamin C. This burned my face. It burned my face so badly. Like, I had it on just a few minutes. I'd done all my skincare, put the moisturizer on, and I was like, ooh, it's tingling. That's kind of weird, but light tingling here and there. I don't even like give a second thought to. I'm like, it's fine, it'll go away. But it was tingling, and then it got worse and worse, and within just a couple of minutes, it was full on burning my face. My face was beet red, except for the around my eyes and my lips, beet red. I immediately started rinsing it off, and of course in turn rinsed off all my skincare. I did try it again because am I glutton for punishment? I don't know. I did try it again because I thought maybe it reacted weird with something I already had on, which it shouldn't anyway. I tried it again, same thing happened. I was furious with myself for even doing it again. So this really, really burned my face, made it super, super red. And it stayed red for several hours afterwards. I don't know what it is about this that really irritated my skin, but I gotta go with maybe it's the vitamin C that's in here. Man, maybe I'll use it as a foot moisturizer, maybe on my hands, but not on my face. This really, really bothered me a lot, unfortunately. Another moisturizer that didn't work out for me is the Emma Hardy Moisture Boost Vitamin C Cream. So this one didn't work out for me for a very different reason. I have been making a very good effort to use what I have because I tend to buy things just because I want them. Like, I feel this crazy feeling where I'm like, I have to get that. I have to buy a big box of stuff. I unbox it. I'll use it a couple times, or some of the stuff I don't even open, and I'll put it away in my drawers just because I wanted to have it, but I can't bring myself to use it. I don't know why. But over this whole year and then last year as well, I made an effort to use my stuff. And this is one of those moisturizers that I just couldn't bring myself to use for some reason. It says it reduces areas of dark pigmentation, reduces areas of high color, reduces visible signs of aging, increases cellular renewal. Like, it had some good claims on it. I was like, oh, how bad could it be? It's a moisturizer. But there's one very specific type of moisturizer that I dislike so much. This type of moisturizer is on par with my most hated product of all time, the foaming cream cleansers. The moisturizers that feel like they're full of wax and they leave a coat of wax on your face, like they seal your skin. I cannot stand those moisturizers at all, and I know there's an audience for them and I know people like them, but I'm like, how are you doing it? How are you living with that feeling on your skin? So it feels fine on my hands. I'll probably throw this in my bag or something. But when I put this on my face, for one, it felt like it would never blend in. It suddenly turned super white, and I was blending and blending and blending, and it just felt like it was sitting right on top of my face. And then it just felt like it dried right where it was, like it didn't actually sink in. It just dried on top of my skincare and on top of my skin. And dried and hardened like wax. It felt so uncomfortable. I immediately felt sweaty. My face was like shrink wrap or something. Another one I had to rinse off, and of course rinsed off all my skincare at the same time. Just did not like this. I don't like those waxy sealing kind of moisturizers, so this is probably going to go into my bag. I'll use it on my hands, but not on my face. Maybe on my neck. That'll be an okay neck moisturizer, because I don't mind that feeling on my neck at all. It's just the face. It just feels so uncomfortable. The next product, this is the thing that made me angry. I need something on my lips. Little Merit Lip Oil. Love this stuff so much. Okay, back to the razor. So this is another one of those products that I'm like, okay, I ran out of my favorite cartridges, the Gillette Fusion Pro Glide. Best razor on the planet. Ran out of cartridges, and I was like, before I repurchase them, I need to use what I have first. And I have two of these Harry's razors, and I've never tried them before. but I guarantee these were on clearance or something, and that's probably why I bought it. Like, there's no other reason I would have purchased this. Unless it came in a subscription box or something, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I tried this out, and right away I don't like it because it doesn't pivot. Like, it moves barely, like barely moves like this. It doesn't move side to side at all, which is one of the best features on the Gillette Fusion Pro Glide, is that the razor pivots everywhere but still gets really close to your skin. This barely moves, which is fine, whatever. I've used disposable razors that don't move either and they work fine. But I was not used to that. So one, I cut up my knees so badly with this razor because it doesn't move. And I mean, do they market this towards men? I don't even know. It's sold in like the men's razor area, so I'm guessing it's meant for just like face, but even then you would think the razor would need to move a little bit to go around your cheekbones and your chin and stuff, right? Anyway, cut up my knees like crazy. This razor is awful. I hated everything about this. There's something about these blades that just made my skin so freaking dry. I don't know if it's that little white strip that's there, like the little, you know, most razors have that little strip that's supposed to like condition your legs after having the razor go across the skin. There's something about this that made my skin so dry, so itchy. I used the same shaving stuff that I use with every other razor, so I know it wasn't that. My skin was so irritated so badly after using this, cut up my knees like crazy. I was so angry when I got out of the shower and I wouldn't shut up about it all evening. I will never use this again. I don't like this at all. I do have another one in the box still that I'll have to give to somebody, but this razor, I don't get it. I don't get the hype on this. I don't know how guys are using this on their face and it doesn't even move. I don't know. If you use the Harry's razors, let me know what you like about it and why, because I can't figure it out to save my life, and I will never use this again. Worst razor ever. This was worse than the internet's favorite razor, the Billy razor. I talked about that one in a fails video back in February, I think. Hated that razor too, but this is way worse than that one. I would pick that one over this any day, and I hate that one. Ugh, I'm going on a whole thing. I gotta move on to another product. Okay. The last thing, this is such a disappointing fail for me because, for one, I love number 7. Love the brand. Like, there's a very short list of brands that I would love to be sponsored by, and number 7 is one, like, without a doubt, I would say yes for whatever they wanted. This is a product that I used to love. I used to love it. It's a cleansing balm, and it's the cleansing balm that made me fall in love with cleansing balms. I never knew cleansing balm could be so good. It's the Radiant Results Nourishing Cleansing Balm. As far as I know, they don't sell this in the States anymore. I don't know why. I just noticed it come out of the set last year or so, and I haven't seen it around since, but this is one that I've had since then. I don't know what it is about this. I don't know if it's just because I've used so many cleansing balms since this one that I now, when I go back to this, I'm like, this isn't that good. Like, there's way better cleansing balms out there. My favorites being the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Cleansing Balm and the Soap & Glory Glow Your Mind Cleansing Balm. Those are the two I'd recommend to anybody when you're first trying for the cleansing balm for the first time. This, though, I'm trying so hard to find redeeming qualities about it. Smells great. It's got that great number 7 scent. I'm trying so hard to use this up, but it's just so greasy. It's so greasy. And it feels fine on the skin because it's helping it glide around. I don't mind it being kind of oily and greasy. It feels good when you're massaging it on your skin, and it does remove makeup well. It does the job. But when I go to rinse this off, it's almost like it's such a thick layer of grease that's left behind on my skin. I have to wash my face almost twice to get it off. And on my eye area, I don't know what it is about super greasy cleansing balms that they stick all over my lashes, and it's really difficult to remove it. I feel like it's just getting in my eyes. It's just very uncomfortable feeling on my eyes. I don't know, I just don't like it anymore, and unfortunately I have 2 of them. I have this one and another brand new one because I noticed when this was going on clearance out of the set, I was like, oh my god, that's my favorite one, I have to buy 2. This right here is the reason you should never buy backups. No matter how amazing the product is, unless you've been using it for like years and years and years and years and it's your number 1 favorite thing. But if it's something that you know you're gonna find something else to use, don't buy backups. This is a lesson I have learned the hard way with many things. Don't buy backups. But I am trying to use it. I'm gonna use it up. I've just been using it like on my face and not on my eyes because it's such a hassle to remove it from my eyes. I don't know why that is. Using it on my face and I get like something separate to remove the eye makeup. It's a whole thing that I don't like doing. I like something one and done. So I'm gonna trudge my way through this one tub, but the other one I think I'm just gonna give away because I don't want to use another one of these up. So one of the fails from number 7, you know, they don't have a ton of fails in their line in my opinion. I tend to like a lot of their products, but this is just not one of them. Anyway, that is it. Those are my fails for the month. Let me know if you've tried any of these, if you love them, if you hate them. I would love to know. And let me know some products that didn't work out for you this month. I would love to know that. Anyway, that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe so you don't miss the next one, and I will see you later in another video. Goodbye.